Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is the director Marlon Green show. How's everybody doing? I hope it's good. Today, on this section, I want to talk about is ridiculousness. What's ridiculousness? It's pretty much self-explanatory. Now, I can explain what's ridiculous to me, but other people might have different versions. This is ridiculousness in my opinion. I'm just gonna go through random shit in my life, what I call ridiculousness. Okay, first of all, this is the topic: ridiculousness. Okay, ridiculous is this. When you in jail and they got a crazy nigga in one cell, and he in there for beating niggas up and shit. And so when when they ball fighting, don't include people like this, because if you ain't got no respect, or if you doing shit to get it took from you, it's gonna happen. And like, this is ridiculousness to me. This is what happened to me. We was in jail, right? I went to jail on false charges. I went through a series of jail before I really got to my final destination, because the prison industrial complex is vast. I had an extraordinary but terrible time there. And because, number one, it was just pure ridiculousness. I mean everything about that place. If you can survive in jail, and I was in a federal pen, and that was a well-kept, clean jail. They had to keep that motherfucker spotless. The county jails, city jails, and penitentiary, you might not be that lucky. You can get any kind of cell, shit run down, all kind of shit happening, infested. But what's ridiculousness for me is that they didn't clean the cells in the hole for like 6 months. They clean a fucking cell maybe once every 6 months. That's horrible. It be sweaty in there, and you have to have the AC on all the time, because that bitch is so hot in them bricks. It's just ridiculous. If the air condition go out, they got to do something like evacuate or some shit like that until they get the AC going. Again, that's ridiculousness. Ridiculousness is going to jail on false charges. That's ridiculousness. Ridiculousness is uh it's just a lot of stupid shit. It's just a lot of ridiculous shit that's going on in this world. It's just ridiculousness. And it's just all kind of shit. I have to go through life pointing like an octopus. I just thought of like 5 or 6 of them, and then it just split my mind, because the topics, I go through so many thoughts, and then when I come back, I don't remember them, because one subject is really nothing compared to the many subjects that I'm constantly screening. And like this is like what a skill that I've acquired. Like, I'm at the computer now, I might have some notes. Now I scribble all kind of shit down on these notes, but I might have to go through a file. And when I go to that file, it's really difficult to remember that file's name from the table to the file cabinet, which is not that far. But in order for you to get to the right file, you have to scan through all of the files and remember what you was looking for. So imagine you remembering not exactly the file, but remembering the file and what exactly in the file that you have to have. You might have, I don't remember every piece, but I have a vague idea depending on how I label my file system, my paper file system. It's a lot easier digitally, but when they want certain information, and there is no telling what people gonna ask for these days. They ask for anything at any given time: file numbers, social security numbers, case numbers, and trying to remember the case numbers and the file name and the contents that the case number is attached to. That's a fucking lot. That's 3 different subjects right there off top before you even get what you got. And then once you get what you got to make that make sense and apply it to what you're doing. So the shit ain't easy by a long shot. And even if I forget 1 or 2 things, that ain't shit compared to the many things that I do remember. And I don't remember by really writing them down. I remember by touching, feeling it, and by repetitive doing it. Now, the action of going to the file is repetitive, but the contents in the file is not exactly repetitive because it's not going to be the same thing. Now, that's a subset of the folder system, and I have to read the name of the folder and remember what file in the folder that I need. It's not easy. And so, and what's ridiculous, this is what's ridiculousness. I'm in the Hall of Fame. There are more managers, there are more CEOs, there are more PhDs, there are more masters than Hall of Fame members. So if you don't get along with the Hall of Fame members, something must be wrong with you, because you have to be excellent in a lot of areas to meet a Hall of Fame member and be inducted in there. And that's how I know bitches ain't shit in America, because this is ridiculousness. America and they bitches ain't shit. They whores. Anytime that I can be in the Hall of Fame and there are more doctors and professors than the Hall of Famers, and there'll be less than 1/2 of 1% in the Hall of Fame, that's something worth noting, because the Hall of Famers, they like mentioning that they're in the Hall of Famers. You ask Shaquille O'Neal, he gonna tell you he's in the Hall of Fame. They love saying that shit. So when you say Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, when you say Mike Dicker, when you say Jerry Jones, you know what I'm saying? When you say Deion Sanders, when you say Ice Cube, when you say Dr. Dre, when you say Jay-Z, niggas say director of photography Marlon Green. Because I earned that fucking title and I got you and the president beat by at least 7 years. At least 7 years. I'm going on 10 years this year. No, next year it'll be 10 years. I'm on 9 years now. This month, last month, made 9 years. And so I'm knocking on 10 years. I'm going to have a 10-year anniversary. And we got some hot shit coming out the plate with my international artists. Y'all better not, y'all shadow people better not be fucking with us, because we'll crush you, and you know I'm not scared to apply pressure. And so y'all need to tone down these hostile ass attitudes and listen to that song, Tone It Down, because that's what the fuck a lot of y'all need to do. And I don't curse that much, but a lot of you all are abusive and you don't understand kindness for weakness, and you take kindness for weakness. So every now and then I'm going to emphasize a point and maybe say a cuss word. Now, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm just speaking in general. And you black bitches need to get your head out your ass. If you don't like me, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because none of the niggas you know in the Hall of Fame, and not many of them have college degrees. So you can glut up every motherfucking thing if you want and think we don't deserve nothing, while a lot of y'all have 5 boyfriends and you already outnumber us 5-1, which is fucking pathetic. So show a nigga some respect. You ain't gotta diss a nigga or give me a thumbs down on my project, because I know my shit is hot, and you ain't gotta compare your man to me, because there is no comparison. You heard me? You know, real recognize real. You know, y'all be with that old bullshit. Peace out.